Hey everyone, this is Neil Napier here. Just give me a very quick shout out in the chat box if you can hear me all right. A quick yes would be fantastic, and then we can get going. Let me know in the chat box. I'm going to wait for you for just a few minutes. All right. Cool. Steve, I know you're there with me as well. Can you let me know if you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, Neil.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so today's session is a little bit different than what we usually do. The goal of today's session is to help you basically declutter your online business. So before we get into it, tell me a little bit about yourself in the chat box. Tell me what kind of business do you run at the moment and how's that going for you? Are you happy? Do you think something could be done differently? Do you think you could do things better? How is business for you? Let me know in the chat box. Just going to check a couple of things and then see your responses. Okay, so Herman says, I can hear you loud and clear. Hey, Herman. Herman's coming in from Houston, Texas. Hey, good to see you. We're going to do this one a little bit differently as well. I'm going to turn on my camera because I do have some things to share with you as well. So typically, like I said, I don't do that, but this time we'll make an exception and do things a little bit differently. Okay, so Vane says he's doing agency startup. Okay, so that means you're just starting your agency. Do you have any clients yet, Vane? How's that going for you? Let me know. Okay, Herman, how about yourself? What's your business all about? Tell me a little bit. We'll keep this interactive because it's a relatively small group, which gives me a chance to talk to everyone. So that's good. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to help you simplify a lot of the complicated things that you do in your business. That's the goal of this session. And then anytime if you have any questions, you can stop me and ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Okay, so let me ask you this. Who here feels that they have too much to do and cannot finish everything? So who here feels that the to-do list just keeps growing and growing and growing because new things come up all the time and you really just playing catch up with your day? I feel that. I mean, I've had days in past where I just, couldn't really get myself to execute things the right way. It was a mess because things were just coming left, right, and center, which also meant that I was making silly mistakes. Again, I don't know about you, but I have made stupid mistakes in business that have ended up costing me money. I've got a funny story actually. So back when I started running email marketing as a service, I was doing this for a client, and it was my second client ever. And he gave me access to his Aweber account and said, okay, you can email my list on behalf of me. And I said, perfect. So the very first email I sent, like his typical open rates on emails are about 10%. The very first email I sent, we got like 17% open rate. And he was really happy. Like he was like, whoa, this is amazing. Like, what did you do? This is awesome. And we went in and turned out that I actually had forgot to put the subject line in. So when back 6 years ago, when you would send an email with Aweber and you didn't have a subject line in, it would actually just say in there would just be question marks. Like I think it was like 3 question marks and then 4 question marks. So that was the subject line that people saw, and obviously everyone opened it because they were like, "Hey, what the hell is this?" They wanted to know what was going on, like who is this person sending me an email with a random subject line. But that email also got a lot of complaints. It also got a lot of unsubscribes. So, it was kind of funny that his open rate almost doubled up, but his unsubscribes went up substantially in that email. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is because when you're doing services like agency services or you're building and selling a product, there's so much to do that you just can't get your head around doing all of that at any given time. So it's a big issue. It's a big problem because you will end up making silly mistakes and that will cost you money, just like it cost money for my client long term. So that can happen. The third thing is that if you are here and you're not sure what you'll be working on tomorrow morning, then I think this session is going to be really good for you. So let me ask you this as well. Is there anyone here who feels that when they go to bed at night, they don't quite know what they'll be doing the next day? They don't know how they'll be moving their business forward the next day. They don't know exactly things, or tasks that they need to do to add an extra $1,000 to the bottom line. Do you feel like that? Let me know. That's awesome. Great. Pre-client now says, wait, okay, Pablo says yes. And that's my point, that we all have been in that situation. And please understand, I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not. I'm just human. This thing that we're going through is completely human. We end up getting overwhelmed. There's so much to do. There's literally 100 things we have to think about and do. And we just forget about things. I mean, I'm married. I'm sure most of you here are either married or living with your partner. And I can tell you so often, because I'm so much focused in business mode, I forget about things I have to do at home. And like our car headlight's been broken for the last 4 weeks now. And I've been promising that I'll go and get it fixed, and I still haven't gotten it fixed because there's just so much to get done, right? So life can, just take over, and it affects business, it affects our personal life as well. So the focus of today's session is to really help you declutter things, is to help you simplify things to the point where you don't feel overwhelmed when you do it, when you run your business. And we do it in our business, we do it using checklists. So, we run Kyvio, if you know that. And, business is good, but it's very tiring, it's very taxing. We have a lot of people working in our company, and that actually increases chances of things going wrong because there's just, so much that needs to get done. So what we do in our company is we follow checklists, right? Checklists are things that you can implement in your business that will help you do things better and easier. So let me just see if I show you, for example, I'm going to talk about SEO. So we have like tasks, for SEO, including like a task to go through the checklist. If I look at how we promote a product, we promote a product in like many different ways. And each of these ways like depends on the quality of the product, how much effort you want to put in. And each of them has different levels associated with it. And each level has different kind of checklists that I have to do, that my team has to do to be able to promote a product. But that's not it. There's even like product launches. So let me just find that one. Yeah, so if you're launching a product, I mean, we have like a massive checklist. This is not even complete. I have to go back and fill some things in, but this is a really big checklist. And me and my team have to check off all of these one by one so that we're able to say, okay, we've done everything we have to do for the product launch. And then we have another one to even contact affiliates, because when we launch a product, we talk to affiliates. So I have like this crazy list of all affiliates here, and we, work with them. If I go into development for a second, let me find that one as well. Okay, so here we have like, I wouldn't call them checklists as such, but they're tasks, right? Which basically is like checklists, just more detailed. So if you had a checklist, you add some more details to it, you give it to someone else, it becomes a task. So this is basically everything that goes on in our business. I mean, I literally have 20 updates to go through every single day, and I can't sometimes get through all of them. It can get overwhelming, as we talked about. But because I have everything in a really organized manner, it makes life easy. It makes things easy. And that's really what business is all about. So say, for example, if I'm going to the grocery store, right? I don't know about you, actually my phone's back there, but I don't know about you, but I make a list of things that I need to get. So if I'm going to the grocery store, I need to get milk, I need to get butter, I need to get bread, I need to, for the baby, get some new diapers, for example. And I need to also then get, I forgot, right? That's what happens when you go to the shop and you don't actually have a checklist, a list of things that you need to buy. Like anything more than 3, and I need a list. So when I'm going and my wife says, hey, can you buy this? I'm like, sure. Can you also buy this? Yeah, that's fine. Can you also put this in the, make sure you get this as well? I'm like, okay, 3 things, let's make a list. because it's easier to remember. And I know that when I get there, I'll pick everything up that I have to because I have a list and I'll keep, marking it down, and that's good. And that's life, but business runs the same way. So for example, let's say if I am thinking about building a new landing page, if I'm building a new landing page, you might just think, yeah, like landing page is easy, like it's, or relatively easy, you can just do it in one evening. You can. Like with Kyvio, for example, you can build a landing page in 15 minutes. Not a problem. But a landing page is like 50 different elements. And you need to decide which element is it that you need to do, which is the most important ones that you need to get done, and which ones are useless. For example, let's say one of those 50 elements is, changing up the social share image. And my design team always used to forget this. Like I would tell them, like, hey, if you're building a landing page, please, please, please change the social sharing image because that's essential, is what we need. And so, they would do that. And because I had to remind them that, I realized that I needed a process. I needed like a checklist. So, I built out a checklist for them. Okay, before publishing a page, before giving me the page back to review, please make sure you've done this. Color scheme is matching, social sharing images in place, the page title has been changed, this has been done, that has been done. And they have to literally mark through 33 things before they can send the page back to me. And what that does for me is that it reduces the time I waste on reviewing someone else's work. And they also know that, hey, when I'm building a new page, I don't need to remember 33 different things I need to do. Like it's not, trying to defuse a bomb, it's just building a page. You just look at the list and say, okay, I've done these 25 already. Let me quickly do these 8 more as well, and we're done. So even though that 15-minute thing will take them 20 minutes, 25 minutes, they know that after that, it'll be fully done. And that's what having checklists is all about, is making sure your processes go smoothly. Say, for example, I am launching a new product. I need to make sure the buy buttons work. I mean, not just that, I need to make sure the access gets delivered. Like the account gets created, the access gets delivered, people get signed to an email list, they get an automated email. People get signed to a webinar, they get an automated email from that. People land on a thank you page. There are a lot of moving parts to any business. And I found that when I'm looking to do a lot of things, or I'm trying to hand it over to someone else, I can't repeat that all the time. So, for example, I've hired people in past, right? And I've had to let them go. It happens. I had to bring new ones in. And with the new ones, I need to, again, share the same training. I need to share the same steps. It just makes things easy if everything for me is simplified in a checklist, right? Let me ask you this. I mean, do you use checklist in your life, in your business? Has it been helpful to you? I'm just going to go through, read some names and see who's actually here today. But yeah, tell me what your experience has been like with checklists. So we've got Amy, Barrington, Brad, Christoph, Daniel, and we've got a couple of friends, Guillermo, Herman, you as well, Leonard, Matt, Nicholas, Pablo, Philip, Stephen, Theodore, Wayne, and Wright. Cool. Tell me, what has your experience been like with checklists? Because to me, like I said, all this has been a godsend. It's been awesome. But the challenge still is that these are checklists that are very specific to my business. These are things that I have done before, right? These are things that I have gone through many, many times. Let's say if I want to do something new, if I want to build a new fan page. I mean, I've done that before, but let's say I ask my team member to build a new fan page. Do you think they will fare well if I haven't built one before myself? They won't. I mean, again, remember, please, that I'm not paying people $50 an hour. We don't have that kind of budget. You don't have that kind of budget. I'm paying people, $250 a month, well, not that low, but $500 a month, or $1,000 a month. And for that level, I don't have, they don't have the expertise out of the box. I don't have the training for everything that needs to get done. So what do you do in that case? What do you do when your own business doesn't have checklists? I mean, I'm talking about all these things, and you're like, Neil, that sounds really good, but I don't have it. What can I do? So here's what I did. Like I said, I need to get stuff done that I haven't done before. What do? You go learn through courses, right? You go buy a course and you learn from that, which is fantastic. You learn it, you execute it once, and then you forget about it. You want to pick it up again 6 months later, the only option you have is to go through the course again, spend about 4 to 6 hours going through the entire thing and implementing again. It's a very laborious, very cumbersome process. What we do instead now is we rely on checklists that we got from someone else. So you're going to see double of me like on the camera in here. But now we rely on checklists that I bought from someone else. So these are not my own. I didn't create it, but I use it. And I want to show you this as well, right? So you're seeing this on screen too right now, but let me see how this looks like on camera, because this is really, really big. Okay, so this is the book. It's called I Am Checklist, and look how thick it is. Look how big this book is. It's massive. It's got 577 pages in it. I mean, let me show you what it actually covers. I don't know if you can actually see the index if I try and show you, but let me just try it. Or I can read out to you in a second. There we go. Right. So this guy, Kevin Fahey, he has built a checklist for everything. There's checklists if you want to create a product. There's checklists for email marketing, social media, affiliate marketing, video marketing, Canva designing, if you're a newbie marketer, if you're just starting out, messenger marketing, outsourcing, self-publishing, WordPress, offline business, startup. Like there's literally a checklist for 12 different kinds of things you need to do. So for example, let's say, I think someone here was saying, let me just check the name again. Bain was saying he's working on an agency. So it's pre-client. Let's say, Bain, you wanted to offer messenger marketing services. This guy has, let me just see. Okay. All right. Starting here. Again, I'm going to bring the page forward. Yeah, starting here, there's about 60 pages of messenger marketing checklists. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, for example, one of the first checklists talks about how to create your ManyChat account and connect your fan page. The next checklist talks about how to create your marketing plan for messenger marketing. The other checklist is about, let me see, this is like 5 pages. The other checklist is how to edit ManyChat bot settings. This is 24 steps. The next one is automation with keywords. That's, how many steps is that? 51 steps. So this is stuff I've never done before. I've never used ManyChat before. Instead of me trying to go through the tutorials, trying to figure it out, watch videos, bang my head against the wall, I'm just going to take this and keep marking everything down, like one by one by one. It's done, it's done, it's done. So to me, this, massive, massive book has been a godsend. I paid, can't remember how much I paid for it, but I think I have an invoice somewhere. I can find it for you in a second. But I paid a fair chunk of money for it, and it was expensive at that time when I purchased it. But the reason I'm telling you all this is because this guy, Kevin Fahey, who has this checklist, is running a special offer at the moment, and I want to tell you about it because I think it is something that anyone can basically use if you're serious about building your own business and you need help doing so. I'm trying to find the invoice. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, so if you're interested in building your own business, no, that's not it. Okay, I'm gonna ask Steve because Steve's on the call with me as well. Steve, if you can drop me a link to the invoice because I seem to have misplaced it, that'd be awesome. And I'm going to soon go back to these as well. So anyway, the reason, I'm kind of showing you all of this is because Kevin's come out with this book publicly. So, I was one of the first people to get it because he was releasing it and, I said, Kevin, can I have it for free, cheekily? But he said, Neil, this is like really expensive for me to print. It's got, I think it's A4 size, A4 size pages, 577 of those. It is absolutely massive, as you can tell. So he couldn't give that to me for free, which means, I had to pay for it. And again, I'm going to show you the receipt, Steve. if you got a receipt for this, because I sent you a copy of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just forward it to you now.
Okay, cool. Just yeah, in Team Rack chat would be awesome. Cool. Okay, so I paid for it, and what I'm telling you is that this is like awesome value, and I would strongly advise that you pay for it as well, because you buy a lot of books. Like who here has read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Who here has read The 4 Hour Work Week? Those books are good. I mean, they will inspire you. They will make you feel good about your life for a little bit, or make you feel like, yeah, I want to do more than what I'm doing right now. But no book is actually going to serve you as a roadmap. No book is actually going to give you a process, a step-by-step process that you can follow to succeed in any kind of business online. 12 major kinds, right? They cover 12 major kinds of businesses. So no matter what book you read or you pay attention to, none of them is actually going to really kind of give you what you need long term, right? So let me show you, let me share my screen again with you. Okay, so you can see I actually paid on June 21st, so I got an early copy of this 2 months ago, and I paid, as you can see, $147 for it. So I actually paid more. I should go to him and complain about that. But I actually paid more for it, and I bought some upsell as well from him. This was like I got online checklist as well, and it's good. I mean, it's really, really good. And now I'm ordering more for my team, so I'm gonna order 5 books for my VAs so that they have this handy as well. So whenever they get stuck, they don't come to me asking like, Neil, how do I do this? Well, just go read the book, right? They don't have to go read Tim Ferriss's book. They don't have to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. This is the book they need to actually get stuff done. And again, if this is just a hobby for you, this book will not be useful. It will just sit on your shelf. But if you're serious about it, if you really want to do something, build a business, then this book is going to be amazing for you. So yeah, that's my recommendation. I would say you should go ahead and get access to IM Checklist. We have a bonus as well for you. I'm going to show you that in a second, but let me just drop this link for you in the chat box. So just go ahead and get access to it there. Like I said, I paid $147 for it. I think it's a bit cheaper right now because Kevin said that he's offering it at early bird price. Let me drop the link here because the link doesn't work for some reason. Okay. Okay, so there you go. So you can go here and you can grab a copy. And like I said, I paid $147. I think right now it's $127. And here's what I'm going to do. Who here owns Kyvio? Do you already have Kyvio, or do you don't have Kyvio? Maybe you've heard about it before. Let me know what your situation is as well, because I'm going to give you an amazing bonus here that I've never given before. I've never offered Kyvio as a bonus before, but today I'm going to do exactly that. So today, for anyone who gets IM Checklist, I think we have 15 copies of it at the moment, and that we're offering. Anyone who gets IM Checklist, who's in the first 15, we're going to be giving you access to Kyvio.com for 3 months, business plan. So this is the link that you need to check out as well. It might be different for you because we have some adaptive settings. So when I land on the page like second time, it's a different page. But if you go there, then you'll be able to see that Kyvio is an all-in-one platform. I mean, it's like ClickFunnels, but with a better membership site builder and much more customizable email marketing module, along with the funnel builder, of course. So you get access to all of that for 3 months for absolutely free. And just so you know that I'm not kind of bluffing here, if I go and show you this, if you want to buy for 3 months, the plan that we're giving you is $69 a month. I think it says 67 somewhere, but it's $69 a month. So this by itself is $207 for 3 months, but you're getting it for free, absolutely for free, just for getting IM Checklist today. Even if you get a refund of IM Checklist after, I don't care. I'll give you 3 months of Kyvio for free anyway, just for trusting me, believing me that this is a really important thing for your business. Again, like I said, there are two kinds of people listening to this. One kind of people is like, oh, I was hoping for another software for $27 or another ebook for $7. This is not it. If you want the real deal, if you want something solid like this, 577 pages, it's going to cost you a bit more, but it's going to be with you for the next few years. And that's really big. It's a really big deal. So again, like I said, we have had 15 copies. Our email will also go out in about half an hour. Let me know who's going to jump in and get access to IM Checklist as well as 3 months free of Kyvio. There are a few more bonuses as well. Steve, maybe I can bring you on to talk more about the bonuses that we have on offer.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Neil. If you want to share my screen.
Sure, I'm going to send it to you.
Cool. Hi guys. Hope you're having a great day. So yeah, as Neil said, the main bonus to go with the IM checklist will be 3 months worth of Kyvio. So it's something that we've never done before. We've never given away Kyvio as a bonus before, but we kind of thought it would go so well with the IM checklist, being that you've kind of got all your information in one product, in one book. So the software to go with it will be everything under one roof as well. So Kyvio being an all-in-one marketing platform. So what are the bonuses do you get? So if we scroll up here, we'll take a look. So if you buy the book by itself, you get 12 months full access to IM VIP training. So what that means is customers will get access to 395 checklists with private label rights in 5 different formats. That's kind of what you'll get if you go for upsell 1. Upsell 2, which you can get in addition to the book, would be a very popular 10-day boot camp. So Kevin, who's one of the makers of the book, they run this coaching program in addition to the book. It lasts for 10 days and it kind of helps marketers like yourselves break into 6 figures per year. So they kind of help you through the different modules of the book step by step, and you'll go through these checklists kind of one at a time. So they're kind of not holding your hand for you, but kind of guiding you through it, guiding you with it. So yeah, those are the kind of the options you've got to go there with the book. It is on sale at the moment for $127. What I will say though is when the promotion ends, it does shoot up quite significantly back to $297. So this was originally the planned price for the book. It is a premium book. It's kind of like one of those books you get if you're going into university. They cost $500 or whatever. It's going to cost $297 when this promotion ends, but right now you can get it for $127. So that's kind of the additional things you can get if you buy the book. In terms of bonuses, here we go. So bonus 1 will be 12 months full access to IM VIP training. So this is kind of like the online section that you can use in conjunction with the book. So you'll get the entire online collection of video training courses covering all 15 of the topics that are in the IM checklist. So if you don't fancy reading all the time, you can go through the video training course as well in conjunction with the book, and then maybe the book will make a lot more sense to you. I personally think that's great. I think that kind of helps a lot if you're more of a visual person as opposed to a bookworm. Again, the value of that, is $359. So, you're getting Kyvio, you're getting the book for half price, and you're getting that bonus as well. You're also getting access to IM Funnels Pro. So basically, Kevin and his team have made 16 done-for-you funnels that you could use in conjunction with the funnel section in the IM checklist. So you're getting that done for you as well. And also, and I think this is a really great one as well, you're getting access to the exclusive IM checklist Facebook group. So this is kind of a group of people, of like-minded marketers. It's kind of like a think tank where you can kind of all help each other who are going through this book or who are building your business. So you could perhaps maybe ask questions to people who are further down the line than you are with more experience, or perhaps you can talk to people who are at the same sort of level as you, and you can kind of bounce ideas off each other and help each other out. Personally, kind of when I first got started, I accelerated my knowledge massively when I first joined a Facebook group, a mastermind group, and that's something I think you can't really put a price on. So yeah, that's the bonuses, and those are the kind of things you can buy in addition to the book. So yeah, any questions, type in the box or let me know.
Cool, Steve, that's awesome. So let me just go through the list here again. We've got Abdul, we've got Daniel, and Dr. Gomberg says he'll be getting in after he's finished with work. We've got Guillermo Herman, Hot Choices, Leonard as well, Matt, Michael Nuns. Hey, Michael. We've got Nicholas, Pablo, Philip, Theodore. What do you guys think? I mean, I have to say that when people enter my home, let me just actually restart the video. Okay. When people enter my home and they see this in my bookshelf, they're like, Neil, are you back at university? I'm like, this business is university. It's just, there's so much that you need to do. And I prefer things to be ordered in a way so I don't have to think. Like every morning when I wake up, I have a list of things I need to do. So I don't need to think about, okay, what should I do today? It's there. Like it's always there. If I run out, it's in here, it's in this book. So to me, it's really useful because I just can focus my creativity in the output rather than thinking about the process. The process is there. I just focus on like getting it done, marking things done. And it's a way to reward yourself as well. When you mark 10 things done in a day, you're like, awesome, today was a great day. I'm done. I'm gonna, just go spend time with family. So yeah. Strongly recommend you get this. I mean, I really strongly recommend you get this. It's a unique offer because usually we, bring you software, information products and whatnot, and they're good, of course, they work, but nothing will ever be as useful as real hard systems and processes in your business. Like really, nothing will be ever more useful than this. And everything, if you, from what Steve's talking about as well, everything here is to help you become a 6 to 7 figure marketer, to help you elevate to that level so systems are not holding you back. So you're not complaining like, oh, I don't know what to do, right? If you've ever, felt you're not successful and that's because you don't know what to do, this is going to fix that problem. So I really hope you fix that problem and don't just continue living with it, just by saying, oh, I can work through it myself. You can't. It's like being in a swamp. When you're in a swamp, if you're stuck, you try and get out, you'll sink in further. It's difficult. You have to have someone else help you, give you a rope, you hold the rope and then you get out. That's what IM checklist is. It's that rope that you can hold on to and you can get out of the swamp. Okay, so we're going to keep it at that. I'm going to drop in the link for you one more time. And let me know who's jumping in because, like I said, we do have limited bonuses. I think it's either 10 or 15. I'm not entirely sure. And once we're out of those, then we will have to discontinue those bonuses, although there might be other bonuses available as well. But Kyvio, like we've never offered that as a bonus, ever. It's the first and probably the last time because, Kyvio is a complete system in itself. And IM Checklist is a complete process in itself. So together, it's like the perfect marriage. So yeah, cool. We'll check it out. Steve, I appreciate you being here and answering the questions as well. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Neil.
Cool. Well, it's been great seeing everyone today. Rather, you've been seeing me. And I hope that you jump in. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to know, reach out to us and be happy to answer those for you as well. Right? Take care. Bye.